All right, today we are taking a simple men's blazer and we're going to upcycle it by adding pockets and really elevate this blazer so that it can be worn multiple different ways and really be a statement piece in your wardrobe. When I was thinking about this, I really wanted to do something creative with these pockets, and I feel like I think this was really a good way to incorporate pockets into a piece that made sense. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen and this is Jen Restyle and Fashion. If you enjoy upcycling, thrifting, styling, fashion, then you are in the right place. Before we jump in, I want to mention that the jeans that I'm wearing in the video are also a piece that I upcycled, but that's a story for another day. If you guys are interested in learning how I made those, let me know in the comments and I'll do a short or create part of another video showing you how to make these jeans. Okay, let's get into this upcycle. The idea behind this duster was to create a winter piece that's versatile. You can wear this over a dress, layer it with jeans, whatever your style. I wanted the pockets to add texture and movement, so I arranged them in a curved pattern to give the jacket some flow. But first, we're gonna cut out each one of these pockets. Yes, I grabbed as many pairs of jeans as I possibly could and I cut the pants legs off, and then I began just cutting out pockets one by one by one. Here you see me cutting one waistband and you'll see me use that at the very end. But I cut pockets and I cut pockets and I cut pockets. Then I began to place them on top of each other. As I was placing them, I realized that, because I wanted them to feel cohesive, almost like they were its own fabric before attaching it to the blazer, I wanted to arrange them so that they kind of spread out a little, giving it a little bit of a flow. And so that took a little bit of time because initially I laid them out straight and then I realized I don't want like a straight up and down jacket. I want something that really flows nicely. Once I laid everything out and it looked halfway like what I wanted, then I wanted to start sewing the pockets together. This is crucial because depending on how they are attached and laid together is going to determine whether or not it's going to flow. So in most cases, I sewed right along the edge of the pockets. And in some cases, I had to sew across the top to connect them. And now you see how we have this curve. That is the curvature that I wanted. All right, so I have sewn the pieces together, a bunch of pockets. I still am gonna have to sew more because I need to create, I'm sorry, my dog is acting weird. I don't know if he was dozing off or what. Hi, sweetie. You okay, mommy? You okay? All right, really, this is what okay, you go over there. I just want to make sure, say hi to the people. I'm going to have to create some more pockets stitched together because I don't have enough to go on the sleeve. Well, I have enough for one sleeve. I have enough for one sleeve, but I don't have enough for the other sleeve. Next thing I'm going to do is pin the pocket panels to the blazer. Me laying this out this way kind of, I had to measure it, make sure it was long enough. Initially, it wasn't long enough. I really wanted this to hit like at my ankles because I wanted to wear really high heels with it. And when you wear a long duster, you really need to wear a high heel. Dusters are not for flat. They're meant to elongate And so you need to be tall. So I wore my tallest boots when I tried it on at the end, but you'll see. Once I laid this out on the floor and realized that it required a little more of a curve, I went in with my seam ripper. I seam ripped some of the pockets, shifted them over, and then put pins in them and went back to the sewing machine and sewed those down. Then I went to my dress form. And if you don't have a dress form, you can absolutely put this on yourself. Just make sure you have a long mirror so that you can see the whole thing. So now I'm pinning this to the dress form, and this allows me to see how the fabric is going to drape and allows me to make adjustments before securing it permanently. You can see here I had more than enough pockets sewn together, so I was able to remove about one panel of the pockets. And I just think that it looks better. It gives it a nice, cleaner finish. And see how nice and smooth it looks in the back. And then after I was looking at it, I was like, you know what? I need a couple more pockets here in the back to even it up. And now I just try it on. I think the length is great, and I really like everything about it. Okay, so I don't normally eat in my sewing room, but there's shit everywhere. I got 5 sewing projects going on at once. Not a great way to start off the year, but it is what it is. I'm sitting here in my sewing room and I'm looking in the closet and I'm looking to see what I could get rid of. And quite honestly, I really don't have that much stuff in this closet. So it makes me feel a lot better that I'm not feeling as overwhelmed. So behind me in this section here are my ties. I have 2 jackets that I'm working on in a separate project on another video for you guys. It's an upcycle. And then over here, I have changed out the shirts and I've put the blazers here. So these are blazers that I need to work with by the spring, and if I don't, I'm getting rid of them. Like, I'm not going through another year hanging onto blazers that I'm not actually working with. So those have got to go. In the closet in front of me are a few dresses, some vintage items that I want to share with you all. I'm going to do a video on my vintage pieces because they're pieces that I love and I love to keep them in rotation. I typically only wear them once in the season because they are kind of standout pieces and people are always asking me about them. I'm like, oh, it's vintage. So there's that. Okay, after my break, it was time to get back to the sewing machine to stitch everything down. This part is so satisfying because now I'm seeing this whole thing come to life. And there were some places that I missed, so I had to go back and stitch them down. If you try this out, I want you to really take your time. Don't try to rush it. And also be careful when you're sewing because men's blazers have a lot going on the inside. Sometimes they're very hard surfaces on the inside. Sometimes they're buttons. Sometimes they're extra layers. You want to make sure that you are not sewing over that and possibly breaking a needle. You don't want that. There are pockets on the inside of the lapel. You want to make sure you remove those buttons, but you also want to make sure that the pockets stay in place. You also want to make sure that the lining lays flat because it's nothing worse than to sew something together and it's pulling because the lining is pulling. All right, now this last step, this is the waistband you saw me cutting out earlier. And I decided that this would be a great finish to this jacket and just really seal the deal. So I took the waistband and I attached it to the top of where the pockets are, right just under the bust line. And I think it gives it just what it needs, in my opinion. And so now we're going to go back to the dress form for one last look over and make those final touches. So I'm coming up on the finishing of this and I'm not feeling this like pushing that way. So this side actually looks fine. It's okay. I'm going to fill in this hole, right? You can't see it, but I feel like I feel like I want to move the pockets over, and I feel like I want to do the same thing here. So I just don't want to add extra denim and make this extra heavy. So I think what I'm gonna do, take these pockets off and shift them down so that they are coming straight down that way. It's not a game, it's a rich thing. And here is the final look. I absolutely love the way this turned out. What do you all think? Would you wear something like this? Let me know in the comments. And I do have a special project coming soon where I use the rest of the denim that was left over from these jeans. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments if you will try this out. Also, I have a special video coming up where I show you what I'm doing with the leftover denim from these pockets. I think you'll really like it. You'll probably notice it soon in an upcoming video. But if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.